What's up all you Pokemon lovers out there? Hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, we're going to discuss the turning point that we pretty much all saw coming, and that is to switch focus from the Sword and Shield era onto the Scarlet and Violet era. And I believe that it's all because of Pokemon's newest set, Twilight Masquerade, Masquerade, and Crimson Haze in Japanese. And I always thought that it would be a newer set that is going to incorporate the SV9 Pokemon and trainers and incorporate some of our most loved and prized Pokemon like the Greninja in this set, which I am very stoked that we finally have hit this point. And we can just see how well this product, these cards as well, are doing in the market, and that just tells the entire story. I've been a longtime supporter of the Scarlet and Violet era pretty much since the beginning of base set, and I think that this set was going to be amazing. I had early takes that this set would potentially be one of the most underrated sets in the entire era. Luckily for me, I was right. I'm not always right, but this one I was kind of on the mark here. And as we know in the Pokemon market, that history always repeats itself. Well, at least in the modern / ultra modern sets like, you know, Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet era and even Sun and Moon. What I mean by this is that at the beginning of the era, people are going to talk a bunch of trash about the new Pokemon and talk about how the artwork is so bad and how they miss the old sets, like the yellow borders, the list goes on and on of the complaints of what these new sets have to offer. And the Scarlet and Violet era, I think, got hit easily the hardest when it came to criticism in the Pokemon community. But I personally believe that the base set, right when they came out the gates, Pokemon came out swinging and gave us pretty much the best base set we've ever seen. With so many cards to pull, I mean, pretty much everyone was chasing that Miriam in the beginning. The Gardevoir line was amazing. We haven't seen cards that told a story in quite some time, as well as all of these cards holding great value for many months to come. Obviously, they've corrected now, but if you're a Japanese collector, these cards are still very valuable and very sought after. So I think it was an all-around home run. And we all know that in the back half of every Pokemon set, it starts to heat up and Pokemon just comes out swinging. And I think in this Scarlet and Violet era, we are finally at that point. And we can see it with pretty much Twilight Masquerade, with that Greninja card being at over $240. And finally, we have a card that is holding a major price point. Regardless of it being a market manipulation, we can all have our speculations of how this card got to those prices, but that's for another video. It seems like people on Reddit and Twitter are finally starting to change their tune when it comes to the Scarlet and Violet era. And my hot take on this whole video is gonna be like, people don't really care about a card unless it's valuable. That's just how it is these days. People want to open a $100 booster box, you know, $90 booster box, whatever you find these Scarlet and Violet booster boxes at, and they want to feel like they're pulling at least half, if not 3/4 of the value in said booster box. And now in these past couple sets, we see that. We see the $250 Greninja card, and people want to have that big card to chase. I did wonder when the Pokemon Company came out and said that they're going to increase MSRP. I was thinking if the top hits on some of these booster boxes were going to be bumped up faster than what we saw in the Sword and Shield era. And we can see, for example, that Greninja card being, you know, at the $250 mark. If this was in the Sword and Shield era, would it be, you know, $150? Who knows? It seems like inflation kind of affects everything, and I was skeptical if maybe it affected Pokemon singles. And I would love to know your guys' take on that in the comment section down below. That Greninja card being at the over $200 mark, and Twilight Masquerade seeming to sell out everywhere, and it's readily available, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely a popular set because we actually have a chase card. And this is all around great for the hobby, great for the markets. If you're a collector, investor, or just a ripper, this is amazing because it's going to have all of the eyes on this set until, you know, the next big card comes around. And in a hobby where everyone just is so focused on the next set or the next sets, or even next year's set, next year's Team Rocket set. It's finally nice to have a set that people are, interested in ripping, interested in chasing something again. And we know that that dragon set is coming very, very soon. We know the glory of Team Rocket is coming next year. We know Terrestrial, Stellar Miracle, that Terrestrial set is coming very soon as well. But now we have to just look at what's in front of us. Right now, what's in front of us is a giant Greninja card. And I'm stoked that people are finally looking at what's in front of them, chasing what's in front of them, and enjoying the Scarlet and Violet era once again. I wanted to make this video because for the first time, my YouTube homepage was not just flooded with Sword and Shield stuff. It was pretty refreshing to click my YouTube page and just scroll down and just see everyone talking about the Scarlet and Violet era. And I thought, maybe it's finally at that point. Maybe we've hit the turning point. And I've been defending the Scarlet and Violet era since the beginning. Like I said, I'm primarily in Japanese, and I think that there's so many great ARs and IRs, whatever you want to call them in your language. There's so many beautiful arts. There's so many pulls. Pokemon is beyond generous, I believe, in Japanese. English, you guys have it a little bit tougher, but I think right now Pokemon is at its top once again, and we're only going to climb higher. I am very stoked for Stellar Miracle coming very soon. That set is going to be absolutely amazing. You guys know that I'm so stoked for the Score Bunny line, the Raboot line, minus the Cinderace. That Raboot card is probably my favorite card in the Scarlet and Violet era, and I'm so excited to chase that card. So will we see another $250+ card in Stellar Miracle? I think that the next 4 sets in Pokemon are going to absolutely blow us out of the water leading up to the holiday season. And if you don't know, if you're new to the hobby, definitely save some money for the holiday season because there's going to be so many discounts. This is how pretty much I built that. All this stuff back here is pretty much discounted stuff from GameStop and online stuff where you can find buy 2 get 1 on ETBs, all that stuff. So definitely if you're an investor, that's the time to make out like a bandit if you could wait that long. Obviously there's online deals that are great as well, but I like to spread my bets and definitely save some money for the holiday season. So have we finally left the Sword and Shield era in the dust? Are you collecting solely Scarlet and Violet era products, sealed and singles? Let me know that, or anything in the comment section down below. I love hearing your guys' opinions. I love hearing your questions and comments. Everything, leave that and everything in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with a fresh new video. Peace.